Eternal Spirit, you who walked in the cool of the garden, you who called to man when he hid among the leaves, you who still whisper through the silence of our souls, open the ear of our hearts this day. Let us hear the ancient question that still echoes through time. Where are you? May it awaken the hidden man within us, that we might step again into communion, clothed not in shame, but in glory. Genesis, the 3rd chapter, verse 8 through 9. And they heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord amongst the trees of the garden. And the Lord called unto Adam and said unto him, Where art thou? Ephesians 3:16 says that he would grant you according to the riches of his history, to be strengthened with might by his Spirit in the inner man. Man hears the sound of God walking. Before words was written on scrolls, the word walked in the garden. The voice of God was not thunder. It was presence. It was the gentle, knowing vibration that calls creation into harmony. The text says, they heard the voice of the Lord God walking. That's a strange sound. A voice walking? It means the word is not just heard, it moves. It moves through consciousness, through your morning silence, through your restlessness at night. The voice of God has legs. It walks towards the hidden places of man. A garden, sojourners, is not a patch of Saul and Mesopotamia. It is the terrain of your soul. Every tree there is a thought, every fruit a decision. And when God walks, he walks the pathways of your mind. He enters the cool of your awareness to awaken what has been asleep. And Adam hid himself among the trees. Why did he hide? Because when consciousness awakens to its nakedness, its truth, it grows afraid. Adam represents the soul that realizes it has forgotten who it is. He covered himself with fig leaves, temporary solutions, illusions of identity, self-made garments of ego and pride. We hide today in similar ways, behind careers, titles, theology, and personality. We hide behind our pain, our perfection, our need to be right, our fear of being seen. But the tragedy is not that Adam hid, it's that he thought he could. How can you hide from the one in whom you live, move, and have your being? The omnipresent God doesn't lose sight of you. It is you who lose sight of him. Where are you? The question is still alive. It is not a geographical inquiry. It is a spiritual summons. God is not asking for coordinates. He's calling for consciousness. Where are you? Are you in your divine awareness? Or are you buried beneath your fears? Are you living in the garden of communion? Or wandering in the wilderness of self-forgiveness? Every crisis of faith, every moment of confusion, every ache in the heart is that same question echoing, where are you? And listen, when God asks, it's not because he doesn't know. He wants you to know. He wants you to locate yourself in the landscape of your own soul. The Apostle Paul spoke of the inner man, the hidden man of the heart. That hidden man is your true self, that divine consciousness veiled by the dust of living. The hidden man is not born, he is remembered. He is not taught, he is revealed. He is not found by climbing higher, but by descending inward. When you awaken to the hidden man, you remember that Eden was never lost. It was eternalized. The gates of paradise are consciousness itself. And the cherubim with flaming swords stand not to keep you out, but to purify your entrance. The awakening is not about going somewhere new. It's about realizing where you've been all along. When Adam came out from hiding, He did not find a wrathful God. He found a voice that clothed him. Even in exile, grace walked beside him. So it is with us. The moment we stop running and turning inward, we discover God was never the pursuer. He was the presence. The cool of the day still exists. The still hour between thoughts, the sacred calm between breaths, and where God walks and waits for you. And when the soul answers, "Here I am," the veil of separation falls. The hidden man stands revealed, naked yet unashamed, human yet divine. Once a monk asked his master, "Where shall I find God?" The master handed him a mirror and said, "Behind the reflection that you think is you, every time you look within, you are standing again among the trees. The question is still being asked, where are you?" The voice still walks softly, slowly through the garden of your heart. It calls not with thunder, but with tenderness. It acts not to accuse, but to awaken. "Adam, where are you?" And somewhere deep within the folds of your soul, the hidden man stirs. He rises, brushes off the dust of forgetfulness. He answers, trembling yet radiant, "Here I am, Lord. I was hiding in myself, but now I see you were the garden all along." Spirit of the living God who still walks through the gardens of men, let the sleeping soul awaken. Let the hidden man rise. May we no longer hide behind our fears or our fig leaves, but stand uncovered in your luminous truth. May we walk once more in the cool of the day, hand in hand with the one who calls.